Just gonna do it. I need to tell. Let me tell Facebook over here. Hey, y'all. TikToker. I love me some TikTok. I love me some TikTok. Hold on. I'm setting this up over here on.
My cleaner said her son watches TikTok.
Well, good. He should follow us. Hey, y'all. Good morning. How are you doing? Let me see this. Hold on. No, here we go. Going live on TikTok. Boop. I have to tell everybody, I still have to pay attention to the Facebook and Instagram and all that stuff, even though I don't care. Don't care at all. Only love TikTok. I'm not gonna lie. You're gonna get the full truth with me, even if you can't handle it.
You do keep going back
to Facebook,
TikTok.
I love even that. Well, the thing is I have been banned and suspended and in trouble, and you just have to realize that you're talking to like 8-year-olds. If you can live I'm talking to an 8-year-old world, then you can handle TikTok. Like no words bad that no talking. You have to speak in code. Look, we've got a tent in the house. Because that makes sense.
We are in the house.
We're in the house. We got a tent. Hey, Mom.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, Mom. Yeah. Hey, what's up? So, Mom, we've been going through this workbook, and you haven't been on here with us, but we've been going through the sort of trauma workbook all month.
Yeah.
I do it all month. Hey. So I do it all month of August. Here, let me get. Hey, Alex, what's up? We got a tent in my house. What? Hey, y'all. When I get calls, I don't answer calls. I'm not available that way. Really, sorry. When they pop up on TikTok, they're like, "Hey, you want to go live with me?" I'm like, "Are you paying me? Are you my boyfriend? No. Okay, bye." Actually, I wouldn't go live with my boyfriend. I don't have a boyfriend.
I answered a call yesterday. I wished I hadn't.
Doesn't that happen all the time?
Oh, it was terrible.
Hey, you like my tip?
Me.
What was the call on? Some spam?
Oh, he wanted to sell me something.
There's Mom. Here's your sword. So, hey, Alex.
I need a tissue.
Oh, for God's sakes.
Oh.
That's all you get. That's the only one you get today.
It's rough, too. That's why the end of my nose is rough.
Oh, God.
Hey, haven't seen you in a while.
I told y'all he's not nice to anybody but me. He likes me.
It's true. He sucks on her ear. Does he still do that?
Yeah. Is that the dope smoking? Oh my God, that's funny. In my mom's house, it would be.
What?
Is that the hot box tent? That's funny. No.
In my house, it would be funny, the tent.
If it was made into a hot box.
I don't know what a hot box is.
That's where you.
Oh, that.
So. So hey y'all, hey! Here's Clyde, half-ass. Clyde doesn't like anybody but me. I understand you, Clyde. Brian Wilson did. What's Brian? Oh yeah, Brian Wilson did what? Made a hot box. Okay, y'all. Listen, we've been going every morning of August, and I know I sound a little weird. I've been traveling a lot, and I've got I'm sleepy, and I have Regenerate here. I'm going to tell you what Regenerate is. I'm going to get my mom on Regenerate, and then we're going to see what happens. and then we're going to do the Sword of Trauma workbook. So, Dorothy needs to show respect to Mom. No, Donkey does not. I'm sorry. Clyde, I mean, he can show he's respectful. He's not going to bite her, but he doesn't like anybody but me. Okay, it's just the way he is, and he's going to be that way.
I'm okay with his behavior. Yeah. That's just
That's like, this is Clyde half-ass.
this is just Angela's aggression.
Now Timothy's a
Oh
different
my.
story. Timothy's a different story.
He's new, isn't he? Ah. Oh, get away. That's creepy. Ah.
Oh, Clyde half-ass. So listen, y'all, listen. We've been going through this workbook about the sword of trauma. So like trauma, right? This is my workbook. It was my biggest selling item ever. There's also a coloring book version. It's the sword of trauma. So whatever trauma you've been through, my mom was, has her mother. That was her trauma. It's like being pierced with a sword.
She's dead now.
And you can live like that for the rest of your life.
Yeah, you can live dead.
Or you can remove the sword, right? Heal the wound, and then you have it. And you can use the sword. And we're on the phase of this workbook, the step of this workbook where then you use the sword. And today, page 89 to 92 is going over all of the negative thought patterns you said to yourself, or you say to yourself still, because of whatever who jerk did something to you, right? Because like, mom, you can use yourself as an example. So your mama, can move it over here so they can see that. That's funny. So your mom beat the hell out of you and treated you like crap, right?
Right.
So because of that, you can have all your negative thought patterns.
Because of that, I'm mean.
She's just like her mother. Isn't that funny? And so you can have all your negative thought patterns in your head. Agreed? Like, I'm less than, I'm not worthy, whatever, that are in your head that then show up with how you treat others, like your ex-boyfriends and husbands. I'm just saying. I mean, I'm just going to speak the truth. Anyway.
Boyfriends and husbands? What about them?
Behavior towards them is completely connected to your negative thought patterns in your own head.
Huh.
It's simple.
I don't speak to any of them.
Morning, Jackie. Hello. Oh, God.
Have I been married?
Are you speaking of the big blue book or the little blue book? Oh, listen, if you're new here, as you asked me that, to Beck, father. So my books are the sort of trauma. I've been doing it for years. I'm a filmmaker. Since you're new here, I'm going to give you a little cliff notes. I'm an author, filmmaker. I'm a superhero for little kids. Won an Emmy for it. I'm Safe Side Super Chick. But during my travels and speaking about trauma with my documentary and my book about ending self-abuse, I had this epiphany that trauma is like being pierced with a sword, so that you can apply it to any trauma. So you can apply, agreed. So you can apply it to, bullying. You can apply it to, like, you witnessed trauma. You witnessed somebody going through trauma. You had your own, and it's like being pierced with a sword. Your last girlfriend, was like, ah! And you can live like that forever. You can then treat everybody else like, So imagine if you have a sword in your body. It's hard to cuddle. You're going to be cranky. You're going to have health issues. You're going to have spiritual issues until you remove it, which is, the whole. This is why it says at the top, this is used by thousands of therapists and support groups. And there's retreats use this around the world. It's being translated into German now. And I'm doing it for free on here and on my YouTube so that we can help other people go faster. And my goal is to, like, always, I'm the funny one. I'll bring the funny and the fun in the face of all the fear so that I can, that's my gift among many other people in the world. NAC, all of it. That's my mama. This is my mama. The real movie, the movie Tumbleweeds. If you saw that movie, Janet McTeer won the Golden Globe. It was a huge hit, Sundance, won the Filmmakers Trophy, second highest sale ever in Sundance. That's a movie about me and her. I wrote it with Gavin O'Connor. So there she is. Look at
it. Good little movie.
It's a good little movie. So I make movies, and this is real tumbleweeds.
And the therapy book, I used it going
Yeah.
through my trauma
She,
and with my therapist.
yep. It's because the concept of the sword. Hey Jay, the concept of sword of trauma can apply to anything. So that's why people use it so much. And there's also a coloring book version. It's the same book, just different pictures. And there's another one coming out in December. But I'm doing it for free on here all month of August so that we share it more, so that I can inspire hopefully people to stop competing with each other, stop judging each other. We all have our own trauma, no matter what you went through, literally. Hey, right, Jay. Hey, two Beck father. And I'm super supportive of men. I'm a big proponent, I'm a big supporter of men, especially male survivors. And I am witnessing out in the world, men are being devalued, women are being erased. And if you go and look and do a system analysis of the world, you will run into organized perpetrators. Yeah. But there's more of us than there are of them. And the problem is, many of us have been stuck in trauma and stuck in our own repeated abuse. You're in repeated generational trauma. This one right here. What? Not judging, just saying the truth. What? And then you can either get stuck in it or you can come out of it. And mom doing this with her therapist, even though she's now fired her therapist, which I agree with, really does work. I've noticed a big difference with you, Mom. I really have. Good job. Yay. And so I'm reading Finding Angela Shelton. Oh boy, it's rough. Oh, no, I'm sorry. I mean, tough. Get to know what it is. Jeez, you know what it is. Yeah, it's well, so the Cliff Notes also is how this all started. Is I made a documentary called Searching for Angela Shelton after we made Tumbleweeds, because I wanted to interview women in America and see how they were, where you've been, and where you're going. Turns out 70% had been victims. What? Of the worst things in the world that I can't say on TikTok. And 100% of them left the abusive husband, started their own businesses, got themselves together, went back to school, have great marriages. The alcoholic got into rehab. I finished my movie. It has this super happy ending. It's a super great, happy movie. It's called Searching for Angela Shelton. It's on my website. You can see it for free. You're welcome. AngelaShelton.com/documentary. And it has a happy ending, but getting there is a roller coaster, like dating me. So the roller coaster is one of the Angela Sheltons was tracking sexual predator. I can't say sexual predators, and she lived in the same town as my father, who is the creepy van down by the river hurting kids. Had a candy store, had an arcade, was actually literally the candy man. And he'd never been caught, and I hadn't seen him since I was 14. And this movie shoved me into, there was an Angela Shelton in his town, and she was tracking sexual predators, and we arrived on Father's Day. And I write screenplays, and if I put that in a screenplay, they'd be like, that's too easy. That don't work. And the book, Finding Angela Shelton, is about how that movie shifted my whole life and made me see my own self-abuse. And then it actually led me to having this vision of the sword of trauma that now helps so many people around the world. And I love it. So I'm like, that's my gift to you. And my other gift is what I did is I stopped everything in Hollywood. Because that's talk about a bunch of perpetrators. Oh my God. Oh my God. So I pulled myself away from all of that nightmare, trying to get into the club of poison. Why? And I went on the road and I tried every single healing technique known to man. I tried everything. I've done the gongs over the vajayjay. I've floated in the eggs. I've been all around the world. I haven't done the eye. I'm in. This is my mama. And T Thomas says, Mom, how are you? We're getting there, T Thomas. I'm doing a little update. Hey, so I travel and I find all these healing techniques and also things that can help elevate us faster. And let me tell you, I talk about him all the time. His name is Sean Gilder. He looks like Jesus. He literally looks like Jesus. Where is it? I got it somewhere. I got a picture of him. Anyway, you see it. It's the one in Nashville. And I've done some crazy shit. I have. Yes, Jay, let's do it together. I'm in. I'm in. And so in my friend Sean Gilder, who is the one in Nashville, who I call Jesus because look at him. He has developed two things that changed my life forever. One was Lute, Lute, that my mom is addicted to. Well, not
I wish I could
addicted.
get some.
I know. He's doing another. He sold out. He's doing another batch for you, Mom. So it looks like this. I'm gonna hide this.
And it's a liquid.
Yeah, it's a drink, and it's a liquid. Things we can't say on TikTok, but it gets you sophisticated. But it also has all these healing qualities about it that are amazing, and it got me off of all pharma. I'm not in any pharma anymore.
And my naturopath wanted to know what I was doing that had increased my health so much.
That. So then his next thing that he's been doing for years with helping alcoholics and benzo addicts get clean and get forever, just with one jar, is called Regenerate. And I have it in my hot little hand, and I'm going to give it to my mom right now. And so it gets GABA to your brain really fast. It takes about 15 minutes. And GABA is basically, you got to hear him talk about it, because I'll be totally honest with y'all. I mean, get to know me. I'm radically honest. When he talks sometimes, I personally am like, I hear.
I hear that all the time.
Because I'm like, what'd you say? The neurons in your brain do the thing, and and you need to have GABA in your brain. And basically, in a Cliff Notes, is GABA is the anti-anxiety meds. It's like it, and it's the real good stuff of why people use alcohol and drugs is because. Please don't cancel me. These words. So that's why you use it is in order to do what the GABA already does, but we're so depleted of GABA in this world because we're so poisoned. And you can take GABA yourself. You can go get it at the health food store. I didn't even know what it was, but you can take it for weeks and weeks and weeks, and it takes weeks and weeks and weeks to like get to your brain because it goes through the vagus nerve and all the stuff. He's developed this concoction, and it's all supplements. It's magnesiums, it's blood simulators. To get the GABA to your brain fast, and it takes about 15 minutes. And I'm going to do a stopwatch and see how long it takes. We're just going to do it together as we're going to do this workbook page. Right? All right. Hold on. How do you do a timer? Hey, Siri. She's like, what? Oh, no, it's Hey, Google. Hey, Google. Forget you. We're not dating anymore. Breaking up with you. Oh, how do you do a timer? Anyway, I'm going to have one of y'all do a timer. Anyway, so two things. One is under alarms. God bless you, T. Thomas. You know what would we do without TikTok? Alarms. Anyway, so the state, I literally just got this phone, and my daughter was helping me set it up. She's like, Mommy, give me that. I feel like she does to me what I do to you. I'm like, oh, for God's sakes, let me do it. Meanwhile, I don't know anything. So the portion of this book, right, that we're on today is switching your negative thought patterns into positive. And then this Regenerate, actually helps your brain do that. Like it physically helps your brain. So it's like those in tandem, do all the mindset stuff and all the meditation and all the spiritual stuff and do something that will actually help your brain. Hell yes. Right? So I'm going to take a teaspoon. Mama, you're going to get hot.
I'm scared.
Do it.
I'm hot now.
You are hot. I'm going to do a little. I'm going to do it with you. Do a little, and we'll just see what happens.
How much you putting in there?
1 teaspoon. It's like
That's a heaping teaspoon.
That's for me. I did it. So this is Regenerate. When I opened the jar, I was like, huh, this smells like my mom's house in the 70s. It's like, yeah, it's an Android, Jay. Come on over and help me fix it, would you, please? God dang. So, okay, look, you just make it like a shot. You'll know that you've taken supplements and stuff your whole life. Just bang it back like a shot. Ready? You're witnessing. What does Jerome say? Morning to you and your mom. Hi. Can't stay long. I know. This is why I'm recording them and putting them up on my app and also my website and also in Rockstar Reformers. Open alarms is at the bottom. Select timer. God bless you, T. Thomas. At the bottom of what? I mean, look. Look. Cannot recognize your face. My fingerprint not recognized. Oh, here we go. Okay.
SIM card not found. Well, that can't be right.
That's because this is like my work phone now, and I got my SIM card in that phone. At the bottom of what? Look, at the bottom of what? I'm like, oh God. Oh, here we go. Calculator. Settings, phone.
Settings. I bet it's there.
Safety. About my phone, my system. So we're fixing our system. Oh Lord. See, this is why I got married, y'all. This is
so funny.
I'm like, I don't want to do any of this stuff. It makes me like, I'm like, no. Okay, look, ready? It tastes like a supplement in liquid. Oh, get it. It's gold. This stuff's gold. Woo! La, 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 la. Yeah. Oh Lord. Yeah, exactly. Yes, seriously. Where is it? Where's the Tito? Look it. I love Angela Shelton though. I got my I love Angela Shelton app right there. How you feel, Mom?
Like I just swallowed something gritty.
Okay, sweet. So we just did regenerate. We did it together. Look at this is how I've shared my bottle, y'all. I'm too nice. I'm just sharing it everywhere. I'm like, y'all, get your own bottle.
Well, it doesn't do any good to share just one hit, right?
No, it does. Watch. I did one hit and I no longer smoke. He says he's been helping alcoholics, and I was like, wow, it actually helps smoking too. So FYI. So all right, let's watch. We did it at 8:48. 8:48. Well, tell you when it's been 15 minutes. Oh, we'll notice, like you'll notice your changes. So
I'll take my shirt off.
That's what happened. I shared it with my friend Heather. I was at her house last night or the night before last. And we stayed up and we all, instead of sitting around drinking wine and smoking, we all did regenerate together, her and all her friends. And she's like, I was like, how do you feel? She's like, I feel like I want to take my clothes off. I was like, you and my mom need to meet each other. It was so funny. I was thinking about it last song, or cigarettes. Yes. Well, I don't smoke cigarettes.
I did when I was 30.
Same. Yeah. So
40 years ago.
Woo! All right, you're gonna start feeling it, Mom. So page 8, not 65, 89. Page 89. What negative thoughts resurface and nag at you?
This is gritty.
Oh my God. Come back to Tennessee to get some more. I'm coming back to Tennessee the week of September 21st because I am doing comedy at the Happy Life Conference for PhD products, which I love. Yes. I'm doing 50. I'm a headliner. I'm doing comedy. I can't wait.
That's cool.
I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Think it's going to help mindset. Yes. Where can you get it? You can get this at the one I put it in my link in bio. The one in Nashville. He's got it. And now he just ordered new packaging, and I'm gonna make him like a cool logo on top of this stuff because it literally went. He went to almost 10,000 followers instantly. Like, people need this. And also, if you are a drinker and you just want to keep drinking, this will get rid of a hangover in like 5 minutes, 10 minutes. You're like, oh, I'm totally hungover. Drink that, and it's like, gone. Crazy. PhD product. PhD products? I could show them to you. They're like, stuff you put up in there for stuff. And it's all I took all the products and I brought them to my friend Sean. I was like, what do you think about all these? Because these are great. They feel good. They look. And he's like, oh yeah, this is all good stuff. Boric acid and coconut. He's like, this is all good stuff, and it's not pharma, especially for women getting older with their and the love of the PhD products. They're great. They're great. And so I get to speak. They're big fans of mine. And the lady who works there did my book at Meredith Publishing. She worked on my book in Meredith Publishing years and years ago. How small world is that?
My ears are burning.
Are they? All right, a couple minutes in. So that was fast.
My stomach doesn't feel too good.
Just breathe through it. Big breath. So it's a perfect time to think of all your negative thought patterns you spent your time thinking about.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Look, we're watching the transformation of my mother right here live.
I feel sick.
You can feel a little bit like, ooh. My first time, I was like, whoa. That's like that other first time I had. Ended up paying for it. Jesus. That's a good story. You want to hear the story? So, literally, how you doing, Mama?
My face is hot.
Yep. It's going to get hot and a little prickly.
It already is.
I love it. You're like, so negative thought patterns. You have a choice about how you are affected by your own experiences.
Well, the choice right now would be not to drink that stuff.
No, you need to go through the process of the bad, the bad feelings to get to the good, which is exactly, ironically, what we're doing today. Yeah. When I did mine, I had this overwhelming desire to cry.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
I want to go lay down.
No, you just keep breathing. Yeah, you got flushed. You got red in the face.
Yeah.
Yep. It'll probably like 10, 15 minutes.
Watching. Is it up yet?
Mom was flushed. Mom, don't be scared. What?
I'm gonna grow teeth.
What old thoughts pop up from the past when you think about living a fun and joyful life?
Being tied to the bed.
You were tied to the bed?
No, but Toby was.
Oh my God. That's her brother. Your mom tied your brother to the bed?
Yeah.
It's amazing what comes up when you look at this workbook and you take Regenerate. Okay. You can have, okay, with trauma, been traumatized, even if you were tied to the bed or had to witness it, you taste it in your mouth a little bit? I tasted it in my mouth.
No, my face and ears are still burning.
Yeah. I felt it down my arms. Me personally, I felt it down my arms. Hi, poor Mom. No, it's good. This is good. I'm curious to see what it does for you.
I look like I've been in the sun.
Your little sunburn. A guy that took it the other day with me said he felt like he had a sunburn underneath a sweater. And it lasts about 10, 15 minutes. And then he started telling about all his trauma with his ex-wife who beat him. I mean, seriously, like this is not a gender specific thing, this whole trauma stuff. Niacin will do that. Yep, there's niacin in it. Yep, and there's NAC, and there's a whole bunch of stuff. I got the list, and I'll help put. I've stepped in to help Sean on his websites and his products, so he can go faster and have more fun. Hi.
Yeah, this is a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's it's kind of like when removing the sword of trauma, right? Hi, Clyde.
I suppose. That's how I can use that breath.
Whew. Clyde. So kind of like removing the sword of trauma when you actually address your stuff, when you actually heal, and there is the hard part. There is the, and even with taking Regenerate, there's this little uncomfortability that to get to the good stuff. It's relevant that we talk about all the old negative thought patterns and switching it to positive. I feel all of my face like a tingly, like little needles.
And my arms are burning now, and my hands, top of my hands.
Sweet. Oh, Clyde was nice to Mom. See? Yep. And so, negative thought patterns, Mom. Did you keep anything in your brain? Yes. From your mom?
No.
You are lying.
Well, it hasn't come up.
Well, it comes up in your behavior in your whole entire life.
Okay. Well, I don't know what to say.
So, do you think your mom, with what she did to you, that it created your own insecurities?
Oh, yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. And those insecurities go back to negative thought patterns in your brain.
Okay.
So, like what's when it's in your head, what you're saying to yourself in your head, the little hamster on the wheel, or saying about other people, like your constant complaining. What would it be?
I
You
don't
can't
know.
think about it because you're hot.
Exactly.
She's distracted by all the heat and tingling.
That's right.
She's distracted. I feel it all the way down my arms right now. It's
Ooh, how many times have you done this?
like 8 now.
Oh, God Almighty! And you get hot every time.
It's different every time, and it's less. It's less every time. And now I'm like I feel clearer. My skin looks better. I feel calm. That I showed up at Toby and Susie's, and the first thing Susie said, "You seem awfully calm."
Wow.
And I'm like, I know, it's this regenerate, and so I'm gonna get her on it too. And it's so awesome. Mom's like, I went off this ride. It's like, well, when you're also dealing with your trauma and all this stuff, it's like you sometimes want off the ride too, because it's easier. It's easier to stay in the poisoned brains and in the poisoned bodies. It's not really, because it leads just like this. You all right? Just breathe all the way through just keep breathing all the way. Deep breaths. Deep breaths. Like, so this is easy to stay in and not and not actually do the work, because to pull it out, much like going through the hard bits of healing, can be scary. It can be uncomfortable. But what's more uncomfortable? Staying in the pain, staying in the addictions, I mean, I have a girl on here that shows up that she's a total alcoholic. She sleeps with a bottle of wine. And
wow.
Not literally, but I mean, you're drunk every day. And that's your coping mechanism, because in order to deal with this, but to remove this, oh my God, it hurts a little bit, right? Is Mom an actor?
Yeah, every day.
I knew she was going to say that. Yeah, every day. I act like I like you.
That's right.
Mom.
I act like I like the people I live with.
Crown, yay, thank you. Wait, I don't want to miss your comment. It's the not knowing what to expect that drives people to stay. Yes. And also, goal achieved. Woohoo! Yay. Hey, what was my goal? I love you. There's comfort and familiarity, and also in the abuse, like when you're staying in like the knucklehead that you're staying with, because you're like, well, that's familiar. I know how to deal with that.
I didn't. What?
You didn't know how to deal with that, or you didn't
I
stay?
Didn't stay
at any time ever.
Yeah,
she
right.
leaves.
That's my pattern.
She's like, I'm out. Bye. I feel hot all the way down my arms now, like a little tingly hot.
Me too.
There's comfort. It's so true. Comfort in the familiarity. So, Mama, if you look at your trauma, which is really your mom mainly, as being a sword, what's your sword look like? It's a wooden one. I got a plastic one from Target. Woohoo! But in your brain, you can look at your sword, like you can think about like you put your pain into your power. And your true purpose in life is more important than your pain. Because you can stay stunted and in pain for the rest of your life and in repeated problems, until you're 75 years old, or you can remove it. You did this work when you were 70. Weren't you 70 when you did this workbook with your therapist that we then
I don't
fired?
know. I'm still living in North Carolina, and that was before I had the stroke, which was in 2017. So it would have
Sort
been
of.
before that.
Right. I love it when the swords come out. Yeah. Yeah. And I noticed a big difference. And then you can, actually start living a joyful life as opposed to talking about it. Like talking about all the stuff you want to do. That's why I say it's easier done than said. Because the old on the workbook, the old negative thoughts that show up are. Do you have any that show up?
I'm sorry, I can't listen. I'm too hot.
So the negative thought patterns for me. Oh God, whoo! I'm too hot. Ooh, and Alex just texted me.
My legs are burning.
He said my legs are burning. We're getting. So, Mom, how much better is life after the workbook? She can't even answer that.
Well, I don't think I talk as much to people.
You started painting. You started going out dancing.
I did.
You did, yeah. And you started doing drumming.
True, I drummed here in Pennsylvania.
Mm-hmm.
I enjoyed that a lot. I'd like to do that again.
Yeah. Mom had the same problem with her mom. Your mom had the same problem with. Wait, Mom had the same problem with her mom. Yes, my mom was violently beaten by her mom, my grandmother. In the middle of the family reunion when I was 8 years old, I cursed out her mom, my grandmother, in front of everybody, with my hands on my hips and my little bare feet and my little country dress. My little redneck self was like, I said every word I'd ever heard. I made them up. Like, I was like, you will never hit me again, you bobbity bobbity boo 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 do da boo da bada blah 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 blah. And because she was coming out to beat me and my cousins. And I just saw one of my cousins a couple days ago. He just got out of jail.
Oh.
And he and I are going to wrestle for Chow Chow because we're the ones that would love Chow Chow so much. And I'm like, I'm going to wrestle you. He's like, I just got out of jail. I'm like, damn it. You win. You're going to get it. Fine. You can have it. So my grandmother used to beat us with switches for the most ludicrous reasons. I mean, that was my problem at 8 years old. I was like, the injustice of why we were about to be beaten was so ludicrous to me at 8. I was just like, nah, I ain't doing it. I ain't playing this party. And I stood up for my cousin. They were behind me, and I was just like, no, which is funny. That's what I'd still do today. I'm like, come on, y'all, I'll go first. I'll walk out on the plank and I'll stand for all of us, which is what I'm doing. And she stopped beating me and them. She never beat us again because I cursed her out. My grandmother beat my mom. The last time she literally beat you up was when you were 29 years old.
Oh, yeah. Called me a whore.
I mean, what?
My mother.
Yeah. So I understand why I vibe with you. Angela, your skin around your eyes is like red. I'm red. I'm prickly red.
I'm calming down a little bit now.
It's like easing on.
Tops of my feet are hot now.
Oh yeah, it just goes down your whole body. I'm just flushed, y'all.
I'm flushed for you, baby.
I'm flushed for you. It's understanding why I vibe with you. I love it. And I just come home from church. Yay! You just came home from church right now? Oh, and just coming home from church to get beaten? Is that what you mean?
Oh, that's funny.
Yes, I have my mom on the Regenerate. We just did a shot at 8:47. And it's 9:06 and my heat is moving like it was in my face and now it's like down my arms.
I don't feel quite as sick.
I don't feel quite. My first time, I was like, "Oh God," I felt like woozy, and Sean, I was with Sean, looking at me. He's like, "How you feel?" And it was just like this. He just kept saying, "Breathe all the way out and all the way in through your nose." And oh man, I've got to hold that. Sit there. I gotta plug you in. My phone is gonna die. I need to plug my phone in, y'all.
Plug me in.
Plug me in. Plug it in. Plug it in. Plug it in. Plug. Hey. Okay, there we go. Plug it in. Plug it in. The heat is on. Hey, how are you? Hey, so look who we have today.
Oh my. I haven't seen him.
I know. He's new. He's not new, but he's new in my bag. I grabbed him. I was like, because y'all can name him. Somebody can name. Yeah, you can figure out what his name is.
Wow.
Yeah, he's a. You know what they don't. Okay.
Spot.
Oh my God. So I can't. My eyesight, Lord, my eyesight is so messed up. Sometimes I'm gonna cure that next. Did you know that Aldous Huxley, who wrote Brave New World, sometimes I'm real smart. Sometimes I'm dumb as hell. I'm also a dumb model. But Aldous Huxley wrote Brave New World. He also wrote a book called The Art of Seeing, about how to change your eyesight without using all the glasses. Problem is the font is too small. I can't read it.
No, that's funny.
We'll work on my eyesight. I just posted my best advice. Isn't he soft?
Yeah, he is.
He's so soft. And he's got some good eyeballs. So I just posted a video yesterday about the greatest advice I ever received. There's your 15 minutes. So wish your mom luck here. Off to do my support group. Oh, I love you. Mwah.
I can tell a difference.
It's eased off.
Yeah, thank God.
Frog says the gig is up. So I just posted this video of the greatest advice I ever received from Katie Seagal, but I called her Kathy Seagal. I was like, oh God, there's dumb model over here. Her name's Katie Seagal. Katie Seagal from Married with Children and Sons of Anarchy. I met her when I was 16 years old. I was at this big, huge party. I was standing next to Dan Aykroyd and Anthony Kiedis, who was like totally after me like crazy. And she struck up a conversation with me. And she's like, you are special. And she's like, listen to me. Never, ever compare yourself to anyone else, because they ain't nobody like you. And I say that to you too. Never compare yourself to anybody else. Even when you can't see or they get their names wrong. Her name is Katie Seagal, not Kathy. Problem is we live in a town where everybody's name is either Kathy or Debbie. Have you noticed? Like literally, it's Kathy or Debbie. Every single person in this town.
Here?
Yeah. There's Debbie, Kathy. Something was in the water when all those people were born. They're either Debbie or Kathy. It's like, oh my God. You saw my post and you're like, Angela Shelton is a dumb model. Literally, I'm sorry. It's Kathy or Katie? It's Katie. Katie. See, I was thinking about you, Kathy. But it's Katie Seagal. So I stand like, oh God. I was like, well, I'll just admit it. Literally. I also wrote a book called Dumb Model. That would be me. Said with love, not negative thought patterns. We're talking about changing our negative thought patterns. And we have this guy. And are you nice? Or hey.
Look at his eyes. Ha.
Froggy. I have a Kate. Love it. Ribbit. Do they even ribbit? Is this a poison dart frog? I don't think it's a poison dart frog.
He looks like one of those African frogs.
Can't say that. I'm just kidding.
Oh, sorry.
I'm just kidding. So wait, Fly is his name. Fly! That's great, Kathy. You win. Fly. What is Fly about? He's got some really cool eyeballs. Look at him. He's looking at you. Hey.
That's to see flies with.
I'm gonna see your fly. I'm gonna get your negative thought pattern. Okay, lay them out. Lay out your negative thought patterns. Fly. And Fly will get, look, I could get my fingers. These puppets are so like, oh, hey, hey, throw out your negative thought patterns and he'll eat them. So I need your cups. What cups? You know, the Instead soft cup. So Fly will eat your negative thought patterns, lay them out. Like, what is the negative? Like, mine was stupid. And I realized I wrote a book called Dumb Model. I'm not going to judge myself because sometimes I'm a dang fool. I say that with love. I wrote a book about it. But like the thought pattern of you stupid, worthless, stupid, like I replaced that with sometimes I'm smart. No, you have to switch it into like brilliant. You're an absolute brilliant genius sometimes. Yeah, so you replace the negative thought patterns. This is the section in this book we're going over today. And Fly here will eat them. So you just have to lay out your negative thought patterns. What are they, Mom? Eat them. She's like, I can't think. I'm still hot. How are you feeling?
Well, I personally don't like to think much about the past, and I don't anymore like I used to when I was going to therapy.
You don't anymore. This is true. But then it also it does show up in like relationships and things.
Well, I don't have one. Not looking for one.
Good.
Haven't seen anybody that I want to have one with.
Thank God. Fly's got you. Fly's got you. Do I have to buy a frog? No, you don't have to buy a frog. You do not. You just like lay them out, honey. Like lay out those thoughts. I eat it.
I got plenty of flies at my house right now.
Like, fly. Well, eat your negative thought patterns. Give them to them. Eat them. I like your mom that way. I don't feel like I have time to go back over stuff. Yeah, that's true. So then you step into like, okay, what does it look like to live joyfully no matter what happened to you? Instead of sitting on the sofa eating a bunch of bonbons. I love that song, by the way. Have you heard the song Richmond, North of Richmond? God, it's so good. I would love to do a reaction video with you. Listen to that song. We might do it after. Good morning, Vietnam. Hello, Heather. Oh my God, this is my mom. I'm bringing her to your house. Oh yeah. Great. So I don't know, ma'am. You need a person servant for you and your mother. Do you know how many times I've been offered